What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first ever videos of airlines, airports, and Andrew, AAA, for those that want to go that route. I'm your host. My name's Andrew, as you can see is in the title itself. We are here to go through each and every video of a different airline, a different route, a different airport, just diagnosing all of that. Since I am such an aviation geek, I look at this stuff all the time just for my pleasure, and I just think it's very, very interesting. So I want to share this passion with everyone. We can look into a random flight on FlightAware. We can search it within Flight Radar, two really popular flight apps that you can look into and track flights. From there, we can go and search the airport's website, understand, hey, where was this flight taking off from? Where was it landing? Where did they have to navigate throughout the airport itself? Go on Google Flights itself to search how much the flight would cost, and then at the end of the video, give a rating between 1 and 10 to see, would I fly this route? Would I use this airline? Maybe what differently would I do from an aviation kind of geek in this sense? So please do join me through this journey, as this is the first video of many of this YouTube channel. I do hope you enjoy. If you do like this content, please do make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I can't wait to see everyone's new face. I can't wait to interact with you. I can't wait to share my passion with you of aviation. Just by doing these little simple things, looking at these flights, I think it'll be a great time. So I really hope you guys do enjoy. Let's get into things. All right, as you can see, we are on FlightAware for the first flight that we will find. As you can see in my recent searches, I was testing this just to make sure it will work. Now we will within FlightAware. It's a very unique feature that they have. If you go to the top, and I'm pretty sure anyone can access this content, not sure on the specific country and specific region if you do have access, but if you do go to flightaware.com, go to flight tracking, you'll see random airport and random flight. We're going to stick to the random flight option, but if you do click random airport, it gives you this random airport around the world. This one happens to be in Austin, Texas. Shares the different arrivals, the different departures. Like, look at Indianapolis, San Jose. We're arriving from. We're departing to Sacramento, Detroit. What up, Detroit? Nashville. This is so cool to be able to see, and I recommend anyone to look into this. I understand if you're not a huge fan of flying, you don't like it, maybe this isn't the right channel, but I do think that everyone should go on these websites, check them out. They're so cool. The FlightAware does show you in routes as well. Like, someone's coming from Sedona, Dallas, Seattle to Austin, Texas. You can see the different airline. You can see the different times. There's so much going on right now. I can't believe it. But we're going to be utilizing the random flight aspect of this. So if I click on random flight, let's see if it gives us a good one. We might have to wait a little bit. Sometimes it gives you really small airlines. Let me click on the random flight to see what we have. See, this is an example of a very small one. I'm not going to utilize this for this episode, but it shows that this is a very small plane. Looks like maybe a private jet in Reno, Nevada. So we're not going to use this, at least within the episode itself. There's no really point. There's no two airports. This one as well, it's a helicopter. That's that's very cool that we're seeing a helicopter within FlightAware right now, showing us, going from Houma, Louisiana to Gulf Shores, Alabama. We're not going to utilize that. Doesn't really fit in within this episode. We're going to keep trying. Sometimes it takes a while, as you can see, right? We go right back to this small plane within Reno. That's not what we want. Stop giving us the Reno right now. Stop giving us these helicopters. We're waiting for the right one. Hopefully we can get it soon if we keep on clicking. Here's another small one. Actually, this is a very small. We're not going to utilize this because I think it's two regional airports. It's actually not, but I do want to use some sort of bigger airlines. I think that'll be beneficial. We could go to these smaller planes in future episodes. But like, look at this. We're searching a random flight. We see Syracuse to Charleston. Look at this small little plane. Average speed right about 216 miles an hour. They're going 124. They just took off. This is just, it's very exciting to me, and I hope you can see it one day on how exciting, how cool this technology is to be able to see all these planes. Let me keep clicking. This is taking a lot more time than expected. And boom, we got the first one. We got the first one, baby. Look at this. Chattanooga, Tennessee to Dallas, Fort Worth on Envoy Air. Envoy Air 3432. Looks like it just took off about 22 minutes ago. FlightAware is so cool. It gives you all this relevant information. Has about 2 hours 14 minutes remaining. You can see when they departed, when they'll land. I'm in Eastern time right now, so it makes sense to me. We'll see times all over the dang world, right? Shows a little map as Flight Radar will show you on the destination going from Chattanooga to Dallas. Like, it's so cool. Also shows kind of the next flights in its pathway. So before it went from Dallas right to Chattanooga, and it's going to go right back. This is all available within Flight Radar itself. So let's keep this tag right here, maybe MQ3432. I will then change tabs to Flight Radar now. Basically shows you the same thing, all these different planes all over the place. You can go into random ones, which I can do in later episodes. For an example, you can look at this plane right here going from Doha to Dallas. Like, can you imagine you're on one side of the world, you get to the other side of the world in about 14 hours. It's it's unbelievable how planes work, how you can track them, and how people are just transporting across. Anyways, I'm getting carried away. Let me go into the flights here. Let me search the specific envoy plane. So here we're just getting the specific envoy. I must have took the wrong call sign. Let me take the other one, see if we can get a hit within here. It seems like we do. Okay, look at, oh my God. See, look, I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, FlightAware didn't even say this. So this is Envoy Air, and I should have known this. This is advertised as Envoy Air, but it's being flown with American Airlines. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. This is an American Airlines flight operated by Envoy. Look at that, going from Chattanooga to Dallas. You can see within Flight Radar itself, it shows the same thing. If I click on route, and I'm on the computer, you can have these on your phone as well as an application. It shows you that direct route going through all the states, shows you when they're going to land. This is just amazing, and it's really beneficial when you're trying to look for your family members, your friends, traveling across the world. You can see when they're going to land, when they're going to take off, all that good jazz. Look at this little small plane that's carrying them across the 2-hour-ish trip on the Embraer E175LR. Very, very, very cool. I have flown on this jet before. Very small little plane, gets you from point A to point B. I do enjoy them. This is a 2-hour trip, maybe a little bit longer than usual for these small planes, but I think it's very beneficial. It's very cool. Let me see if I can do a quick search of the Chattanooga airport. So I am looking within Google right now, as you can see. Boom, Chattanooga airport. We're looking within here. Shows you all the relevant information, right? So if you're from the Chattanooga area, props to you. What up? You guys have probably been to this website several times. I'm going to look and see if we can find that specific flight. Flight itself, 3432. Seems like I clicked the wrong one, and flight says, okay, so we had a departure from Chattanooga, 3432. Oh, here it is right here, like American Airlines 3432 to Dallas. It departed from gate 4. Looks like this is a very small airport. Only had a couple gates for departing. Not very many departures here, which is a good thing and a bad thing, right? Not sure if they'll have a Starbucks there for you coffee drinkers. Maybe they'll have something local, but it will get you through security nice and fast. So look at that. Found the correct flight. Found it right here. Found where they took off from gate 4. Have to check out this airport one day. I have not been to Chattanooga Airport. This is very, very, very cool. The next airport that they're getting to, right, is DFW Airport. Let's search DFW Airport. I have been to Dallas-Fort Worth. It is chaotic. I can tell you that. There's so many flights coming and going out. Don't get me started if you get delayed. I've been delayed for over 12 hours. Would not recommend sleeping in the airport. Great airport. Would not recommend doing that. This is their website. Shows you all the information just like the Chattanooga one. Let me see if I can find the specific flight. So I know it's an Envoy, but it's by American Airlines. So if I search AA for American Airlines 3432, we should be able to find the flight. Here it is, Chattanooga. Look, it's expected at 1:57 local time at gate B46. Unbelievable. This airport is absolutely massive with so many different terminals, different gates. It's unbelievable. Maybe this is where little regional, little short domestic flights go to, maybe the B concourse. I'm not really sure. I just know this airport's massive. I can't believe we found this small little flight going from Chattanooga to Dallas for the first one. Very, very, very cool. One more thing I want to do before we wrap up this video. That's what we're planning on. Little short little videos for the viewing pleasure. I'm gonna go on Google Flights, one more tab, search in Chattanooga Airport, and here it goes. And we're gonna search to DFW. I'm gonna try to find this exact flight. See how much you could cost for a one-way plane. So we're in the month of December, December 12th. I'm gonna go to the same day of the week. I'm recording this on a Tuesday. I'm gonna go to Tuesday, the 9th of January, just to make it kind of even, and we'll see where it's out there. Look at this. I think we found it. We found two nonstop flights. The times are slightly different, but if we utilize these same ones, AA 3594, oh here 34, we found the exact flight. We found it. This is going for $306. Little steep, I would say, for that route. Now, Chattanooga is a small area, so I can understand prices, and you can see relatively to the other airlines there, that is pretty cheap. We do have cheaper options with stops, but that's how much this ticket is going for. Inflation's crazy. That's so much money for this plane. This plane trip. I wouldn't want to drive it, so I understand paying that much. And of course, for the nonstop, I love airports, so I love stopping. But the nonstop is crucial in many aspects for traveling. So you can find it right here if you want to travel from this route on a Tuesday, right? Maybe a month away, $306. Can go up from there. I mean, if you're a little bougie, right? You want to sit a little first class, pay $426. Hey, I respect it. Maybe get a couple beverages in you, get a little meal. Hey, $120 more. I'd go for it, to be honest with you. But is a lot of money for that little trip, what I noticed. Very cool. Google Flights, another thing you should check out. You can find any destination you want. Shows you all the prices. Shows you everything you need. You can filter whatever you need. I would recommend clicking within the flight itself, as I did when I selected the flight. Gives you the certain options. Sometimes it shows you basic economy prices. Those are a little less, so you don't get to pick the seat. You get certain things that aren't included, right? But other than that, Google Flights, one of the best things that have ever been created for aviation, folks. It is amazing, has saved me buttloads of money. All right, I think that does it for our first video on AAA. We've went through, found a random route, Chattanooga to Dallas, on our flight aware, sorry. We then went to Flight Radar. We found it. We went to the airport's websites. We saw the flights on the website, which we should have, right? We talked a little bit about each airport. We went on Google Flights. We saw how much it was. Amazing, right? Finally, want to give it a rating between 1 and 10. Would I fly this route? Would I use this airline? What would I do if I was in a predicament where I needed to get from Chattanooga to Dallas? I don't know if I'll ever be in that predicament. Maybe I will be one day, right? And I can utilize that. I would give this approximately a 7 rating. And that's a good rating, I'd say. I think it could be a lot better, right? The reason I give it a 7 is I think there's a little bit better airlines you can choose from. American, great airline. Have good things to say about it. I'm a fan of Delta Airlines. I see they flew out of Chattanooga. I'd probably utilize that airline to fly to Dallas. I do respect the American since Dallas is an American hub. That's why maybe it's a little bit on the cheaper end. But just a quality route from American Airlines operated by Envoy, right? You're flying from a small airport to an American hub, American Airlines nonstop. Classic 7 out of 10. Good experience, little pricey. I'd recommend folks choosing this all day long. You can track it all day long with these websites. And it'll just get better and better with all the things you can do with these aviation platforms. I really hope you enjoyed this first video of us just going in, looking at a random route, talking a little bit about it. I'm curious what you guys think within the comments on this specific route. We'll look at more random routes in the future. We might even look at specific routes, comparing them, looking at the airports. If anyone wants to see anything specific within the videos, let me know in the comments below. My name is Andrew. This is AAA, the first YouTube video of this channel. I hope you guys enjoyed. I can't wait to create more content in the future, and we'll talk to you later. See ya.